Hi folks, I just want to send a quick video talking a little bit and reminding you about things about the project, right? So depending, um, based on some of the things that I saw today. So it's mid-afternoon on Wednesday. I reviewed all the critical papers, all the lesson plans, and all the kind of midpoint kind of draft of the projects that you have sent me thus far. You should also all have extended comments on each one of those, all of which, of course, are compiled, right, for the final project that's going to be due anytime between now and next Monday at noon, which is the absolute last kind of deadline. Remember that you have something that you need to deliver as a kind of a paper thing, right, just a kind of a PDF or in a kind of really well organized kind of Prezi or a PowerPoint, but the central idea will be something like a PDF, like a document, right? And then an element, of course, that is virtual with a video, so forth and so on, right? So take a look at, I know it's kind of hard to show a particular person, but we have some examples from the past of people organizing, and we have today the kind of really nicely shaped version that Adrian Gordon shared with us. So it's this kind of idea of the presentation that we want for the final thing. I want to remind you that this is the kind of portfolio, right? So the presentation of the kind of work that you collected from the course. Central to this is the issue of creativity. You can connect creativity to many other things, but central piece is creativity still. So time and again, you need to come back to these issues of creativity. Creativity in composition, creativity, listening, critical analysis, and so forth and so on. This is the point of return, and so you have to focus on that. Two, you have to use materials and things that we use, that we kind of learn from the course, right, throughout the course this semester. And obviously you're going to bring some new research that you've done. This is not to be simply a little PowerPoint where you have kind of key highlights, a couple of citations, right? This needs to be heavily done text. So it needs to be have really palpable project. You have had now 2 weeks without assignments. We have talked about this for a long time, and you still have another 5 days to complete this. But it needs to have information. So if you're talking about your rationale, you develop rationale, there needs to be citations in there. You're talking about goals, and you have specific goals that talk about composition, talk about this and that. Link this, connect to videos, connect to other things, connect to materials that we have from the course, right? Remember that this is kind of a workshop, so introduce something, an idea of one of the three goals. My goal is to connect creativity and learning disability, because this learning disabilities creativity fosters a rich environment. Then link this to an internet website with complex environments. And then, in your documents or through your video, don't just put the link there, right? Articulate that, lead by saying, you can use either the informational language, saying, take a look at the video and see what you notice about X, Y, and Z. Or you can look something that's very kind of workshopy. It's like, look at this and come up with 2 questions that come out of that, right? And then pretend that that's happening and come back and say, important out of this video is this and this and that. Right? So you have to have a mix of conceptual things. Look at how it's 3rd or 4th page in Adrian, you have like conceptual elements of it. You have like heavy text aspects of it. As parts of it there is information, right? But parts of it there is also discovery. So you prep the thing for the people who are reading to discover that, and you do that by linking to other materials and really setting up. It's not just a PowerPoint with a bunch of bullet points with nothing that kind of linking and explaining and making this really kind of a living document. Okay, so those are the key things. Focus on creativity. Use as much of the material throughout the course as we can. Help us with this kind of workshop language. Lead us there, get us there. Use a modicum of video, image, conceptual, heavy text, more academic, more just workshopy connected, presented well. Right? Those are the kind of basic structures for something that is the final project. Okay, if you're still having some, I'd suggest that a couple of you that you join forces with someone. There's only two groups that have made me aware of: Christine and Jacobo, and Lil and Glenda. I suggested today to some of you that you might still want to connect. So be in touch with somebody and make that decision. And if not, that's absolutely okay as well. But remember all these things. Remember the presentation is important. Remember the connection to the course material. Focus on creativity, even if there's a secondary area. Connection to text, citation, as well as the kind of workshop helpness. Materials, right, linkage. Something that is well presented. Key aspects of it, okay? I'm sure you all going to do fantastic, but I just wanted to re-emphasize some of these things that I'm expecting that all these will be there in some fashion. Obviously motivated by your own creativity, by your own voice, by your own interests. Okay, bye-bye.